Okay, everybody. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for taking your time tonight to get on this call. I know this is a high anxiety time for so many people right now, and I am so grateful for this community that we have here. I want to say thank you for the support that you have given each other, given me. I have not felt overwhelmed or anxious because there's always someone who's checking in on everyone. And I could cry. I'm so grateful for this community that we have built here. And I know that all of you feel the same. I also want to recognize those of your families that are struggling right now. I know that there are a lot of people who are facing a lot of uncertainty with their jobs, their husband's jobs, their kids being at home, and people are going through hard times right now. So I just want to recognize that and let you know that we're all thinking and we're here for you, and that anything you need, do not hesitate to ask for help, because we are all here to help you. And that's what's so special about this community. We're going to talk a little bit tonight about how you can help the people that you love. I have some really close family members and some longtime friends who are really, really scared tonight because they have no way to bring income into their family for an uncertain amount of time. And when I found out this last night, I just felt sick to my stomach. And I had this new fire take over me, like nothing I have felt in 4 years, you guys. Like, I have not felt this drive and passion to reach out to people since I started this business. I've always reached out. I've always been passionate about our products. I've never stopped enrolling people. I've never stopped caring about the people that I'm helping. But this burning and this excitement within me that is so anxiously engaged in thinking of how this can help people is something that I remember feeling when I very first heard about Plexus. So I want to share that with you tonight, because last night when Sean and we'd put the kids to bed and we were on the couch and we were getting some messages from family and friends that were really, worried about what was going to happen to their homes and their businesses over the next, 6 to 8 weeks. I looked at Sean and I said, oh my gosh, this is going to affect so-and-so. This is probably going to affect so-and-so. What if the clinic closes? How is this going to affect your coworkers? We need to reach out to them right now. We need to tell them, hey, oh my gosh, are you guys okay? Like, what can we do to help? And I know this sounds crazy, but would you ever want to let us help you make an extra $500 to $1,000 a week right now with Plexus? We can show you how. Would you want to get on a Zoom call with us? We'd love to talk to you. Like, these are the conversations that we were having last night in our home. And right after that, if you are on my team page, I went to my team page and I did a Facebook Live because I just wanted you guys to see how passionate I was about the business. I have never reached out to people about the business like I have in the last 24 hours. If you haven't had a chance to watch Sarah Robbins' video that she did on Instagram, it was a couple of days ago, and she talked about how what happens in our industry when there's a downturn economy. It was something that I watched a few days ago, and after watching it, I went back and I watched it 3 times, and I took 4 pages of notes in my binder, you guys. And then I went to my Facebook page and I took all of that information and I did a Facebook Live as if it was my own knowledge and information. And I want you to know you have permission to do that too. Because when you take a class from someone, you then have that knowledge and you can go bless others with it. And so I did it there on Facebook, and then 24 hours later, I did it again on Instagram. And then I started reaching out to people with those words and that verbiage. And it has leveled me up as a network marketer in a way that I had no idea it would happen. So I want you to either, go watch that video. I know I've seen, Brooke has been putting that video in her threads all day. You can find it on Instagram if you follow her on Instagram. You can find it on my Facebook. You can find it in the team page. It's everywhere, okay? But I want you to really watch that video at some time in the next 24 hours if you haven't already, so that you can truly understand what an incredible opportunity this is and how desperately people need it right now. A lot of people have no other option. They have nothing and they don't know what they're going to do. This is not being opportunistic. This is helping people focus on an opportunity. This is helping them be an answer to their prayers. And I'm going to share with you some of the information right now. I'm not going to go into all of it because I don't want to take up all the time. But I want to share with you a few facts that I learned. And that is that in our profession of network marketing, anytime that there's a recession or a downturn in the economy, our industry booms. Why? Why does it do that? Well, number one, because people need money. And network marketing requires zero experience. You don't need a degree. You don't need to go to school for it. You don't need to have a lot of money to invest in it. It's not like real estate where you have to have, a lot of money, a lot of capital to invest into your investment. And then you have to wait for years and years and years to get a return. In network marketing, it's low risk and it's an immediate return. We know that if we can help someone get a $199 welcome pack and sign up 3 of their friends with the same, they're going to make $422 right away. I have chills from head to toe because I'm thinking about what $422 would do for my family if my husband couldn't go to work this week, which is probably what's going to happen in the next 48 hours. We are seeing now with what the health department is coming out and saying, I'm assuming that Sean's clinic is probably going to be closed. If this would have happened to us 4 years ago, like you guys, we had nothing. We had nothing saved. We had less than $500 in our savings account. Like I would be panicked right now. And that's how people are feeling. Like that's how people are feeling right now. And if you don't have that burning inside, I know you do. That's the thing. Like I know you have this burning inside of you, that you have a way for people to not go to bed worried about money. And if you've been scared about it before, you're probably not scared about it right now because you're like, dude, they need it right now. Like I just need to get over my own self and message people, right? It's not about, it's about connection with others. It's about being authentic to yourself. It's about coming from a place of love. It's about saying, hey, oh my gosh, I just heard that your husband's clinic was closed. Are you guys okay? Like, how are you doing? Right? Like that's how you start the conversation, not, hey, oh my gosh, your clinic is closed. Do you need $500? No, you want to come at it from a place of, oh my gosh, you guys, are you okay? How are you feeling right now about this? How is this going to affect your family? Do you guys have savings? Are you going to be okay? What can we do to help? Right? And then the conversation goes from there and you just read people out. Okay, Harmony said her husband works in tourism. She needs this business now more than ever. She says she's not going to worry. She's going to be smart and strong for her family. If you have not been serious about your network marketing business over the last couple of years, or maybe you've never been serious about it, now's the time to be serious about it because there is no easier conversation. I have been blown away. Maybe it's just the way I'm posturing myself because I'm putting myself in my shoes 4 years ago. What if this would have happened 4 years ago? What would this have done to us? Oh my gosh, it would have financially ruined us. We probably would have lost our house. That's what I would be worried about right now. And so maybe it's because the way I'm posturing myself in that it's easier for me to lean into this and reach out to people without fear. But either way, the response that I am getting from people is different. It's unlike any response I've ever had in 4.5 years of doing this business. People are open to it. People are considering it. They need it. They want it. It's like for once in the last 4.5 years, I finally am like, oh my gosh, is it supposed to be this easy to talk to people about the business? Because it's always seemed so much harder. It's so much easier because people are finally humble enough to receive it, right? The Wall Street Journal is projecting that small business revenue is set to be down by 30%. Those numbers are probably conservative if we have to have a shutdown, right? So fortunately, our industry doesn't see those dips. Historically, our industry doesn't see those dips, okay? One of the things that I was seeing tonight, I think it was Melissa Lombardo, she said that a lot of the grocery stores are selling out of supplements and you can't even get them on Amazon. They're starting to sell out on Amazon. We are not going to sell out at Plexus, you guys. I know that today they had a meeting at corporate making sure that they had enough staff and that they had a system so that they wouldn't have too many people in the office at a time, but they could still get all of our products out. Like Plexus is ready to go. They're ready to serve. They're ready to do what they have to do to keep our business up and running. And I have never had so much gratitude for a job in my life. I'm so, so grateful. So they'll be able to work. They'll just be working in shifts to where they are still abiding by the laws, if that makes sense, Melissa. So we can all be assured that products will still be going out and that we will all still be paid, and that we have a way right now to help everyone that we know to be able to have income in less than 7 days if they want it. Like, how amazing is that? Cash in your bank account in 7 days if you want it, right? Like, that's the opportunity that we have. That's the answer to prayers that we have for people right now. Instead of being panicked and worrying, we can say, I know you're hurting right now. How are you? And then that can lead into a conversation of, you know, I've never really talked about this like I am right now, but I make X amount of money with Plexus and I haven't even really been serious about it, right? Like, you can go to someone and be like, no, I make like $250 a month and I'm not even serious about it. Like, I legitimately haven't, you could say this if this is you, this is not me, but maybe this is you. I haven't even really worked my business in 4 years or 2 years or 6 months. And like, I still get a $500 paycheck. I don't know, would $500 help your family right now? Because if it would, I can show you how, right? And then you're just sort of like doing a dance with people, just having a conversation, and maybe they'll be like, oh no, we're fine. We like, you know, no problems, we're good. And then you say, oh, that's so great. I'm so glad to hear that. Hey, if you hear of anyone that might be interested in how to have an online business bring $500 to $1,000 a month into their home right now, will you please let me know? Because I have something that could really help people right now, right? And then you move on to the next person who might need help, okay? So the other thing, today's consumer debt in America is actually higher than it was in 2008 when our economy last crashed. So think about that mortgage crisis in 2008 and how many people lost their homes. Horrible time for our country. And people have more debt now than they did back then. So I feel a tremendous responsibility to help people right now because they don't want to see my family and my friends suffer and struggle like that. So, okay, you can watch the video. You can watch the video when after this call, but I really just want to highlight the 5 reasons why network marketing is an amazing business to start right now, and you need to be sharing these 5 reasons with everyone you talk to. I would also recommend doing a post about it. If you're like, I don't know what to say, do what I did. Go watch the Sarah Robbins video, take 4 pages of notes, and then get on live and speak it like it's your own and just read it off. That's what I did. That's what I did. And people, like, I have so many messages from people that I like literally didn't even eat lunch today, which I know that's not good. I had a lean shake, but anyway, I'm practicing good self-care, I promise. But I just feel so on fire to help people right now, okay? So number one, it's low cost and no risk. Low cost, no risk. That's the number one thing. With the ability to become profitable right away. That's the biggest thing that we offer right now. Number two, no experience necessary. You don't need a degree. You don't need sales experience. You don't need network marketing experience. I didn't have any of that when I started this. You can start your business right now, today, this week, and you can have a little extra money right away, right? Number three, you're going to have incredible tax benefits from this. When you start an online business, there's very little overhead. You can write everything off, amazing tax benefits. Number four, we are a darn good time. We are fun. We are so fun. We have fun chats. We have fun Zoom calls. We have fun team calls. We have an amazing community of women. We're just so fun. And it's on your time schedule when you can do it. So if your kids, which everyone in America, except for a couple states that aren't on board yet, but I'm sure they will be soon. If your kids are home and you can't work all day, but you put your kids to bed at night, you can message some people for an hour before bed and you've gone to work, even though you would never be able to leave your house probably at 10 o'clock at night to go work at a normal job, especially right now when most jobs are closing, right? So number five, our culture, community, bonding, and serving one another. That is my favorite part of this whole business, is all of you. That is what I am most grateful for. I'm so grateful for the women, that men and women that we get to associate with through this business. And these are things that I have taken for granted in the past. These are things that I have struggled with as I have gone through the worst growing pains over the last 4.5 years. When I started this business 4.5 years ago, I was young, I was immature, and I had a lot of learning to do. A lot. I've made a lot of mistakes. I have ruined relationships. I have worked so hard to try and repair and change and grow myself so that I can fix some of those things that I did wrong. This is like the school of hard knocks, right? And I'm so grateful for this amazing community that even though we're all not perfect, we can move forward together in spite of our flaws and the things that we've done in the past that I just wish most of you would forget. But here we are. So I love you guys, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity that we have to help people in a totally different way that, even myself, I've struggled to feel comfortable reaching out about the business like I am right now. And I just feel so much gratitude that all of those fears for me have lifted in the last 24 hours. And I know that the reason why they have lifted is because finally it's not about me. I'm not worried about what they think about me, about the business anymore. I'm legitimately not leading with the products and drizzling the business. I am leading with the business, but I'm not doing it for a paycheck for myself. I'm doing it because I'm worried about how my friend is going to pay their mortgage, how the people that my husband works with, what they're going to do, because I know how scared I would have been 4.5 years ago if I was in their shoes. So lead with that love and concern. Put yourself in other people's shoes. Go in with connection, not a plan to enroll them. Do you know what I mean? Like, go in with true concern. And I know that's where you are anyway, but just be smart, be sensitive, and have awareness for true connection before anything else. Okay. So, I think that's it for my portion. And Phyllis is going to share with us something that she's prepared now.
Thanks, Em. And it's a good segue. So she's talking about the business side, and I just wanted to share with you guys about, she's sharing like how to share the business. I'm going to share how to share these products right now because, yes, we are in basically a crisis situation in the United States. People feel that way anyway. I did a video on how to take care of yourself with the flu or something. I can't remember the title right now, but I have over 1,300 views on that right now. That is by far the most viewed video I've ever made. And I just did a live on Facebook because I felt like, all right, we got to stop. We got to just stop, freeze, breathe is what I want everyone to do. And so I'm an ER nurse by trade. If those of you on here don't know, I'm Phyllis Anderson. I've been an ER nurse for 21 years. And I can't even tell you guys, we have gold in our hands. I'm just going to put all these beautiful things in my arms right now. This right here is going to build some immune systems. This is freaking gold right here. We have the answer to some of this crisis. I'm not saying Plexus is going to cure anyone here, but it's going to sure give us an immune system to like be strong and fight these different flus that are out there. Because it's not just coronavirus. Like, just stop right now. Influenza A and B have killed so many people, and we deal with that every single day in the ER. We're at max capacity. You know, we have to wait hours to transfer patients because there's no room in the hospitals already. So you know what? We need to take good care of ourselves. Okay. And we need to share that with our friends, and they want an answer. So I did a training today with Tiffany Peterson. She's amazing. Check out her podcast. We talked about just pain, like what pain does for people. Okay. So she said, when you solve problems and provide solutions versus solely features and benefits, you make money in any economy. Okay. In struggling economies, there is more pain present, more opportunity. So that means there's more opportunity to solve the problems and create solutions. So Emily is talking passionately about solving the financial problems. One of my teacher friends today said, you know, her friend was going to have to stop Plexus because she is now being like, she's not working as a teacher and they're not paying her. I was like, oh my God. So she needs Plexus more than anything right now. Like, let's talk to her about sharing. So, because we have a major solution. I've been on the phone all day talking to people about building immune systems, like for their children, for themselves. So the opportunity is there, you guys. We just have to reach out. So reaching out, like do a live video, just like Emily said. You can watch mine and do the same thing all over again if you want. You can share my video. Just put it out there with a little blurb up top. Just go ahead and grab it. Virtual events or sip and sees, like just schedule them. You don't have to be in person for those, right? So yeah, so just look at your calendar right now. Put a little graphic out to your team or to your friends and say, hey, you guys, I'm going to be talking about these gut health supplements I've been using that have helped keep me healthy. Like, I'm healthy. I work in the ER. I'm not getting the flu. I haven't got the flu and I'm not going to. My husband hasn't either, and he's a fireman paramedic. Well, he was a paramedic. He let that go, right, Egan? Egan's on here. Egan works with my husband. Anyway, but he's staying healthy. He's not getting sick. So these products work, and we need to share that information with people. So let's see what else we have to say. Emily said it, just don't be afraid. Message people. Lead with your heart. Like, it is all about relationships. And if you're going to be weird about it, it's going to come off weird. If you're going to just be a loving, caring friend and say, hey, I don't know, you know, if you've seen my post, but I've been using these supplements and our family's staying healthy. You know, would you be interested in hearing more about it? And gosh, Plexus actually put together a bundle for us of immune boosting products. And so we have the Slim, the BioCleanse, the ProBio 5, the Ease, the Vital Biome, X Factor Plus. They actually made a claim. I just read it. Plexus is claiming that Vital Biome and X Factor Plus are for immunity. So we know that the Slim, BioCleanse, and ProBio 5 are creating a beautiful gut environment, and 70 to 80% of our gut is responsible for our immune system. Healthy gut equals healthy immune system. Let's see. And I think too, we just need to practice gratitude right now too, being grateful for everything we have. I have been more excited about what is coming in, whether, I don't know, I'm just so grateful. Every Friday we get paid. Every once a month we get our bigger checks. Like, that's amazing. And I don't have fear. I don't have fear about putting food on the table. I just have a fear of, am I going to be able to buy eggs because there was none in the store today? But no, that's not a fear. There's going to be eggs. But let me just see. I just don't want to forget anything, you guys. This is so good. Oh yeah, we have the 3-day challenge. We have places to plug these people in. You don't have to know everything. Even if you're a brand new ambassador and you're like, I don't even know how to share this with friends. That terrifies me. Well, then let us do it for you. Plug them into the 3-day challenges that we have going on right now. Get them some samples in their hands. Those are $20 and they got a $20 coupon in there to, to pay for some of their products the next time. So it's a wash. They're not paying anything really for that pack. And then reaching out daily and just staying in contact with your friends. Like, I just went over to a girl's house tonight. She's making cinnamon rolls. I said, I would love to come over and spend an hour with you, because she's by herself in her house. She just needed some love. So I went over and hung out. So that's what we should be doing, as long as you're healthy and stuff. So let's see. Yeah, Emily said it's not about being an opportunist, but it's about the opportunity. That's exactly what Sarah Robbins said today. And I was like, amen, amen, amen. That has been going through my mind, because when I first started to post about this, I was like, ooh, this just feels weird. Like, there's a lot of tension in the air. But then I made my video and I saw how desperate people were for an answer. We have the answer, guys. So we just need to reach out. I think that's all I have.
Love it, Phyllis. Love it so much. And, as I've been inviting people to the 3-day challenge tonight, I went on a blitz. Okay. So I messaged 17 people that I have never, ever talked to about Plexus before. Never. Okay. Like, people that I have been avoiding for 4 years. You know how you're like, oh, I've messaged everyone, but secretly, you haven't. Yeah. We all have those people. It's fine. Even me. And everyone's like, oh, but you've messaged everyone, right? And I said, no. Well, tonight I've messaged them because I thought, I'm just going to go for it, So I sent a message. I followed a play in Sammy Stewart's playbook. She is Christy Jex's level 1. And she shared some messages with me about how she sort of like passive aggressively invites people to the challenge. And so these are people that I legitimately would never send a message to, because I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Okay. So these were 17 people that I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm being so indirect with this that I'm not even going to worry about it, because it's their choice. Right. So I'm going to read to you the message that I sent, and I got a massive response. I've already have 4 people that are in the challenge ready to go. They don't have products because it starts tomorrow. I'm not even going to worry about dropping it off. I'm going to try and get them signed up by Thursday. Okay. So this is the message that I sent. Hey, name, insert name. I have no idea if this interests you, but on the chance, I invited you to a 3 days of Plexus group here on Facebook. We are talking all about the product side of Plexus this week, how to boost your immune function and have energy. If you want to learn alongside me, just accept the invite. Also, you can quietly observe, or you can comment on posts to possibly win prizes. The first time I participated in one of these, I won an Amazon gift card. So I'm going to put that into the chat here so you guys can steal it. And what I did is I went through, you know how it says like active people on Facebook? I just sent that message to 17 people that I saw were active on Facebook that I have always been scared to message. And 4 of them accepted the invite to the group. So you send the invite to the group first, and then you send the passive aggressive message. Okay. Like, I'm just owning it. That's what it is. It's totally what it is, but it's totally working. So 4 people that accepted the invite, when they accept the invite, then I tag them on the welcome post. And we actually had Aubrey Taylor, who you're going to hear from here in just a minute. She did her health story in the group today. So whatever 3-day challenge group you're in, there's probably like a testimonial or a live that was done today. So I just tagged them in hers, and I was like, you've got to watch my friend Aubrey's video. So good, right? And I tagged them on the welcome post also. And you guys, people are sitting in their homes looking for something to do. I even had one friend tell me, oh my gosh, Emily, this is so cool that you're doing this. I am happy, so happy to do this. Like, this is awesome. Like, people are looking for something to do right now that's positive, that's uplifting, that's educating them. And we are going to give you an awesome immunity boost, gut health, weight loss, 3 days of Plexus this week. All right, it's going to be awesome. I'm super, super excited. Okay, so send that message. Please, if you are committed to sending that message to at least 10 people before you go to bed tonight. Okay, if that number's scary, you can do 3. It's fine. But like, let's just get in your groove. Be like, say 3 and then go for 10 if you can. Or just say 3 and then do 3 again. 3. Do whatever you can. 3 is great. If all you can do is 3, 3 is great. Okay? I'm working on not putting people into fight or flight. I know this is a challenge of mine. Personal growth. So 3 is so good. Do 3. 3 is where you're at. Just do 3, okay? But if you're like feeling a little bit fire and you're like, that wasn't so bad, go for 10. Okay? Do whatever you can. So if you're committed to doing it, oh, you guys are already putting it in there. You're like, I'm doing it. Tell me how many you're committed to doing. 3 is great. Or just say, yes, I'm going to do it. If you don't want to commit to a number, it's fine. Okay? But that you're going to do this message and you're going to just invite people to the group and get them in the challenge. Okay? Because we are going to be able to help so many people, if nothing else, just be educated more about immunity this week, right? And that is super, super cool. So, okay. Next up, before we get to Aubrey and her insane knowledge of immune system, we're going to hear from Rebecca first. Rebecca, where are you? Rebecca is going to share a health story to build our belief tonight. As if your belief hasn't been built enough, Rebecca's going to share her health story with you and what these products have done for her. Rebecca, go ahead and unmute yourself.
I'm here.
All right, go for it, sister.
So a little over 3 years ago, I was your typical tired mom. I was a full-time teacher and I had a 2-year-old. And for about 4 or 5 months, I was feeling like I needed to get healthy, except I didn't know how to do that. I was taking a vitamin from my local grocery store. I was taking a fish oil. I was doing the things that I thought were important, but I still didn't feel good. I would crash every afternoon after lunch. I would want to crawl under my desk. I was a high school teacher. It's not good to want to crawl under your desk when you have 30 high schoolers looking at you, staring you down. And then I would come home at night and I would want to, I would want to go to bed. I would lay down with my daughter at 7:30 and I would fall asleep. And at 10 o'clock, I would wake up and go to bed. And it just was not a good thing for my marriage. And I just felt awful. And so my sponsor, Leah Carlson, had been posting about Plexus for a very long time. I would scroll past. And she finally came, and after probably she asked me 3 or 4 times if she could come tell me about it, I finally said, yes, come over Christmas break. I'll be off. I can take the time to look at it. And so she came over and told me about it. I didn't know anything that she said. I just thought, I'll just take a chance. I have nothing to lose here and I want to feel better. And so I ordered a double welcome pack and I made my husband start taking it with me. And 10 days in, I did not crash after lunch. I was able to teach the same that I taught in the morning. And it was an amazing feeling. I went home that night and I did not fall asleep when I put my daughter to bed. And I was so happy with that. And then that was amazing. But then came the incredible stuff as I stayed on the products. And things started happening that I didn't even know were wrong or that could have a fix. So 2 months in, I discovered that I was pregnant and I looked at my husband and I said, what are we taking? This is amazing. I've been trying for 2 years to get pregnant again. And there I was pregnant and I had a much better pregnancy. I had 0 heartburn during my second pregnancy. It was amazing. I had a lot more energy. I had less sciatic pain. and a much easier delivery with no constipation afterwards whatsoever. All you ladies out there, I mean, that is the most amazing thing after a pregnancy, to not be constipated. And then I started getting less inflammation in my hands and my knees. I have a little bit of arthritis in my fingers that has started to go away. My allergies are gone. I have not had a sinus infection in 3 years now. That is amazing. I can drink milk and not have issues, stomach issues. And so my allergies have been completely healed. And then the best thing about it is when I was 18 years old, I was diagnosed with PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, which is a blood sugar imbalance, a hormone problem, which no doctor ever told me. They just put me on birth control. I took birth control for 20 plus years. And so after 2.5 years last summer, my body was finally able to address that and regulate itself, and I'm able to have pain-free regular periods without synthetic hormones. And it has been a game changer for me. If that was the only thing that ever happened from taking Plexus, I would take them for life. It's so great that there are so many other things. But my health has been completely changed. The health of my kids, they are so healthy. And I can't even tell you what a blessing I feel, and I'm sure all of you feel this way right now, to know that I have been taking these immune supporting supplements for a good amount of time now. And I don't have to worry. Even if I get something, it's okay. My body is strong and healthy. My kids' bodies are strong and healthy. My parents who have been taking it for 2 years, who are older and are at risk, but they have been taking it for 2 years and they are strong and healthy. And so we do not have to worry right now. And that's such a blessing.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. Yes, her story is written up I know it's in Imagine Plexus. We will get it out into all the threads so that you guys can have it. So yay for that. Awesome. Thank you for sharing with us, Rebecca. I just love hearing your story. Incredible. Couple of questions that I was getting while Rebecca was talking is that I want to answer really quickly is, when you send an invite to a Facebook group now, when they accept, you get a notification in your notifications. It says, oh, so-and-so accepted your invite to join the group. So I have never checked my notifications so obsessively than I have in the last couple hours. And I just had one more person accept my notification. So it will show you when they do it. And a lot of times they don't respond in the message, but they just accept the group. And then I go tag them and say, I'm so excited for you. This is going to be awesome. Now, I just want to give a friendly reminder. This does not mean to stop selling boxes, okay? This is just like a last-ditch effort for our challenge that's starting tomorrow, okay? And it's very supportive of social distancing if you're trying to not go around people or leave your house. So do not think that you are not going to sell boxes anymore. The boxes are amazing. The boxes are magic. We are still selling boxes, okay? This is just like, Kimberly just got one. So this is not, we are still selling boxes. I just want to stress and emphasize that, okay? The boxes have the coupon. The boxes are incredible. Keep selling the boxes. This is just like, let's do it tonight. Let's see how it goes. Let's get as many people in as possible. Everybody's home this week anyway. Okay, so now, without further ado, the amazing Aubrey Taylor is going to come on here and school us all. Get your pens and your notebooks ready. I'm not even kidding. You're going to want to take some notes on this if you haven't already been feverishly taking notes already. Now is the time. Yes, Sandy, I just send the invite, then I send them the passive aggressive message, and then I go to the next person, and when they accept, that's when I tag them and all of that. So, all right, Aubrey, where you at, girl? There she is. Here we go. Get ready to take notes.
You guys, I'm like so nervous because the expectations are really high for this right now. So
she will not disappoint. I'm not kidding. It's so good.
I'm like a little bit shaky, but okay. Just echoing what everybody has said, like we have such incredible tools because 70 to 8% of our immune system is in our gut. So like that's there, but I am fully of the mindset, like you've got to have the most tools in your tool belt. And so these are additional tools. Like I'm not going to talk about really how Plexus helps with our immune systems because we know that. But I want to start with this. The media is like feeding people like crazy, all this negative stuff like Corona's coming, people are going to die, hide in your houses. And I just want to remind us all that in our space on social media, we are the media. Like I heard another influencer say that like a year ago, and that just like burned in my brain. We are the media and people are watching us. So it's so good to be loud about this stuff. Okay, so the first thing, oh, you are having a hard time hearing me? Shoot. Is anyone else having a hard time?
I can hear you okay.
Okay. I'm trying to talk really loud. But the first thing, you guys, that we can do is really cut out processed sugars and processed carbs. Like that's number one, because those things just dismantle and paralyze our immune system. So like, I mean, we all know sugar causes oxidative stress and inflammation, which dismantles our immune systems. But also like it actually shuts off our immune systems for about 6 hours after we consume high amounts of sugar and processed carbs. Okay. So just remember that your body is, anytime you take in processed carbs, like the things that people are buying for their food storage, like all the pastas, the cheap cereals, the things that are like shelf stable, your body doesn't recognize the difference between that and like a processed sugar. So doing as much as you can to eat whole foods, vegetables, fruits, fats, like proteins, that's going to be your best bet to keep your body in shape. Eating those nutrient dense foods and just like stop the sugar. And we all know too, like sugar's effect on our mental health, which I feel like is just as important in this situation, right? Like people are losing their minds. Even if they're not getting corona, they're a little bit losing their minds. So that. Okay, the next thing is vitamin D and calcium. So a big part of our immune system that I feel like, and I just learned about this, that a lot of people don't know about is calcium's role in our immune system. And most people don't have a calcium deficiency, but what we have is a calcium transport mechanism deficiency. So here's how that process works. And again, I just learned this recently, so I'm just reiterating what I've learned. So we ingest calcium. Most people don't have a problem getting calcium. But where we struggle is the next step. So our bodies need calcium, or our bodies need vitamin D to push that calcium from our gut through our intestinal wall into our bloodstream. Like vitamin D is the transport mechanism. So how many people do we know that need X Factor and X Factor Plus because they have a vitamin D deficiency, and that calcium that could be helping their body is just sitting in their gut and being pooped out? So vitamin D is the first thing, but it doesn't stop there. So once the calcium's in our bloodstream, yeah, and Sheriston said, make sure it's vitamin D3. Yes, and like the most pure form of the vitamin, like not synthetic. So once the calcium's in our blood, it needs to get actually into our tissue so that it can do its job as an immune system. There's my son. So that it can do its job for our immune function. And the vitamin to do that is vitamin F. So vitamin F takes, I can't answer your question right now. I need you to go out. Sorry. So vitamin F is the pusher, the transporter to get the calcium from our bloodstream then into our tissues, like lung tissue, where it's going to protect our lungs from a viral pneumonia like coronavirus. Okay. And so some natural food sources of these things, because, you know, a lot of times when we over supplement, I don't know, I just feel like getting it from food is great too, and it's probably cheaper. So a really easy natural source of vitamin F is actually butter. So grass-fed organic butter, like a tablespoon of a day, is really great. Or ghee. Just make sure it's like, you know, the grass-fed organic, that kind of thing. You want it to be a clean source, okay? And then, of course, that goes along with all of our products, right? Because we have the vitamin D in our X factor and we have the aloe to help people absorb, but we just need to get it then into our tissues with the vitamin F. And vitamin F isn't really like a vitamin per se. It's more like a composition of fatty acids. Like it's a lot of omega-6. So I would imagine that the Omega X helps with that, right? Like all of this relates to our products. Okay, so some herbs that you can be taking to support your body's innate immune system. The first one would be echinacea. And sourcing is important on this, just from like my personal research and the research of people that I super trust that are empowering health, like natural health voices. There's a product called Echinacea Premium from a brand called MediHerb. And it's just like super clean, high potency echinacea. Don't go to Walmart and buy all the echinacea because it just won't do anything. And for my kids, to give them echinacea, if your kids can't swallow pills, I really like this product. So it's Kids Echinacea from, the brand is Herb Farm. And I just put it in their pink drink. It's like naturally flavored with essential oils. And I just put 5 drops in their pink drink for my baby and for my other kids. Okay. Then other herbs would be St. John's wort and arbor vitae in herb form. You can take that. They're just like antiviral, antibacterial herbs. So, yeah. Okay. Then another thing that I think is really important that we can be sharing with people too, like just to have them know that we aren't just about our products, like we're about the whole body, the whole person, is like healing affirmations. Does anybody do these? Because we're all about mindset, right? Oh, Phyllis, so it was St. John's wort, and the other herb is arbor vitae. It's also called thuja, Thuja, and it's really just like a white cedar. But it's super good for antiviral, like people use it for warts and stuff like that. But okay, so going back to healing affirmations, like we're all about mindset, right? Like in our businesses, but you can use that for your body too. And so I'm trying every day to post healing affirmations just to get it in people's brains. Like even if they're not saying it, they're seeing it. So things like, my body is divinely designed to heal, because it is. Okay. Or you can use the word biologically if you don't want to have like a religious spin on that. My body is biologically designed to heal, because it is. Or my body grows stronger and my immune system grows stronger every day. My body is powerful and knows how to heal itself. I'm looking at these on my Pinterest board, you guys. Like just on Pinterest, Google healing or just search healing affirmations. I nourish my body with healthy food and supplements every day, and my body responds. Like just getting your body into that mindset is so powerful. Like what the mind creates, we physically create. So I'm going to try to be doing that every day, like in my stories, giving people those affirmations. Okay, some other just like lifestyle things: get enough sleep, make sure you're exercising every day. Obviously, our immune systems can't function if we're run down, and exercise detoxifies us. And then heat. I've heard that coronavirus doesn't like heat at all. Like, so going into a hot bath at home with Epsom salts for like 20 minutes. If you live in Idaho, I would freaking be in like lava hot springs every day. Just get in those hot pools, you guys. Or even like a sauna if you have access to one. And hot yoga. Hot yoga would be amazing if your yoga studio is open. If it's not, go into a small room like with a space heater and just do a simple yoga flow. And that will just get your internal temperature up, and that fights corona. And then let's see. Two more things. So my friend Melissa Taylor, and she's actually a Plexus gal. Who knows Melissa? Do you guys know her? She knows all the things, but she does a lot with homeopathy too. And she had posted, yes, everybody's like, I love Melissa. Okay. So if you follow her, you know, but she has posted about this homeopathic that you can get at like a grocery store or health store for $7. And it's called Arsenicum Album. If you're in Utah, I got this at Harmon's. And this is what the Indian government has actually recommended to all of their citizens. India is a country that uses homeopathy like as a legitimate medical treatment, which it is. The US just isn't like on board for some reason. And so anyway, that's another thing. And it's so easy. So you just put, this is what Melissa said. I'm just like repeating what she said. So you put 5 of the little pellets under your tongue on an empty stomach for 3 days in a row, repeat monthly. That's it. It's not like something you need to take every day. So this little thingy would help your family for a month or two for $7. And then last thing is just like stress management, you know, managing our minds and the anxiety of like the whole situation. Again, yoga, exercise, and music, like just uplifting music. I loved how Emily today, you said that you were putting on like uplifting music when you were sending all of your messages. Like music is so powerful. Music and essential oils are so powerful at lifting our body's energetic frequency. So I just like strongly recommend that. And yeah, the last thing I want to say, which is what I said in my video, and I just think this is funny because it dawned on me. So if you have little kids, you've maybe seen the movie Captain Underpants. And yeah, you've seen it, huh? And in the movie, there's this evil scientist who tries to become a science teacher at the school. Yeah. And he's really just trying to take over the world. And the 2 boys are like just trying to be laughing and pranking, whatever. And so they're like, laughter's the best medicine. And he's like, laughter's not the best medicine. Medicine is the best medicine. And just a reminder that that is coming from the evil genius who wants to take over the world. I think that is like a little bit poignant at this juncture in human history. So we don't need to hold out for a vaccine. Like we have all the tools. Our bodies are designed for this when they're given the right tools. Like you can be empowered. We can empower others. And that's all I got.
Oh, that was so amazing. I have a whole page of notes and I just cannot wait to put this information into our 3-day challenge this week. Thank you so, so much for your tips, your knowledge, your research, everything that you just shared with us. I loved the healing affirmations. I am going to for sure go create a bunch of those on a Pinterest board right now because I just want to read them every day. And I love, love, love that you included that part of healing in what you prepared. So thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone, this was just incredible. I hope you're all feeling uplifted, empowered, loved, nurtured, poured into, ready to go and help people. I know that's how I'm feeling right now. And thank you so much for everyone being here. The homeopathic that she mentioned was Arsenicum Album, and you can get it at Costco. I will write it here in the comments for you guys. It's ARSENICUM, and then album like a record label, Arsenicum Album, okay? All right, guys, thanks for being with us here tonight. Remember, make it about connection, make it about helping others, put yourself in their shoes, and how can you help people tonight? How can you get people into our 3-day challenge so that they can focus on something that is going to add value to their life this week rather than panic, pandemic, right? We want to be on social media pouring into people, adding value to their life with this knowledge on immunity. This is just a snapshot of what you're going to see in our 3-day challenge this week. And I'm so excited for how this is going to really equip people with better health, better energy, better thoughts and feelings about themselves, and how we are going to make a mark in our communities by pouring into others in this way. So thanks so much, guys. We will see you in the challenges first thing in the morning. Love you. Bye.